We used to smile in season 1.
Then it became Jujutsu Kaisen.
Maybe I was wearing pants, I don't know. Do it for free, baby.
Those generally kill you if you eat them, right?
But you get an anime made after you.
Like, hey, can I get this sandwich? And it shows up and there's a finger in it. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, that's the Arby's experience, and I'm gonna go for it.
He saw my curse technique, and then it was done.
It was either that or we changed it to from the ground to the sky, I am that guy. We almost had that.
Gojo Kugisake! Fushiguro's getting hit on!
Formation B!
You're watching convention coverage.
For Xander Mobus! Now we've all got to introduce each other like that. Hi. Give it up for Ray Chase! Wait, that's him! You can't do yourself?
Can't do yourself.
Wait, are we all saying someone else?
I told you 20% less entertaining.
No. Introduce yourself.
Oh man, I wanted to do Lex.
You had one chance. Do it.
Okay, Lex Lang.
Woo! Let's go!
Kaji Tang!
Hey! Who's like? Who are we got? We got Ryan Marley!
And because I've been working with her, I'm gonna do it. Anjali Kunapaneni! Let's go! We're some of the cast of Jujutsu
Yeah, well,
Kaisen.
there's a couple of us. Yeah.
Just a few.
Let's go down the line in case you don't know, because we are voice actors. You might not know our face pieces. Please tell the nice folks who you play.
Yeah, how's it going, you guys? My name is Kaji Tang, and I voice Satoru Gojo in Jujutsu Kaisen.
My name is Lex Lang, and I voice Sukuna, Geto, and Kenjaku in Jujutsu Kaisen.
My name is Ray Chase. I play Sukuna and Choso in Jujutsu Kaisen.
My name's Yuji Tadori. I'm into girls like Megan the Stallion.
I'm Megami Fushiguro.
I'm Shoko Ayuri. Do you need a mic?
Yes, thank you. I'm Anjali Kunapaneni. I play Yuki Tsukumo.
What type of
Salmon, tuna.
And of course, Anne?
I like a tall woman
Why isn't Anne
with a
here?
big, gorgeous ass.
Now, you weren't here, Xander. Or you were here, though, when I said we got a lot of little faces out there. So we're gonna keep
A
it
big,
PG.
gorgeous butt.
Yes, that's the version.
The atmosphere from season 1 and season 2, what was it like going in to record those?
I mean, we used to smile in season 1.
Yeah, after the baseball episode, we're like, this is such a cute show.
Yeah, so wholesome.
Then it became Jujutsu Kaisen.
Nice.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Season 2 is so many just chill beach episodes, bro.
Well, we got
was
a
a
beach
couple.
episode. It was just that guy trying to murder us the whole time.
How many attempts did it take to do Sukuna versus Maharaga?
One, I was sitting on my chair in my bedroom. Maybe I was wearing pants, I don't know.
If you were recording from home now.
It's so funny how sometimes the heights of your career were just recorded at the most dismal of times, just a regular old day. And that ended up being like one of the coolest fight scenes ever. I had no idea going in. I didn't go to the studio in that one. I recorded totally remotely, and I was just like, okay, here we go. and we just ran it through. It's funny, for such a beautifully animated scene, I only have like 2 lines in the whole thing. So it really was over in just like 1 minute, and it was over. He saw my curse technique, and then it was done.
So now when you watch that scene, you just imagine Sukuna not wearing pants the entire time.
Yeah, just
Thank you
waiting
so
for
much.
waiting for his line.
So I have a question for Lex. It's kind of silly. When I first watched the show, I noticed that there was a difference between when like Geto was talking and when I heard Kenjaku talking. So I was just wondering if there's like, was that on purpose or am I crazy?
Yeah, because they're basically 2 different characters. Even though
Yeah.
they share the same body, their ideology and like what they stand for, what they're about, like who they actually are totally different. So I hope I made it seem that way.
When I watched it, me and my sister both went, it's weird. It sounds different, but like it's it's the same person, but it's just off.
Yeah, he's in the same body, so they share the same vocal cords, but everything they believe in, everything they want to have done is totally separate and different. Yeah.
So, something I thought was cool that you and KG did in the hidden inventory arc was, and I know this because I've heard you guys talk about it on other panels, but you have said that like you guys talked before that arc, basically like, all right, we're not gonna like try and feign sounding like teenagers because our vocal print is not that, but you were gonna attack those scenes and that whole arc with like teenager energy.
Yeah.
And I think that is sort of, even though like, you know, it's still your voice, maybe that's what you're picking up on is like, and it's like you said, it's just sort of different. And it's very cool to think that, you know, a lot of times for like people thinking about voice acting and stuff like that, you think like, oh, I have to be able to do a bunch of different voices. And it's not really like that. It comes down to your acting, and even how you hear it, even if it's the same voice, can be different because of the acting choices. So
It's just storytelling.
Really cool. Yeah, you guys did amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Great question.
But if you were forced to eat one of Sukuna's fingers, what condition would it be under?
I'll do it for free, baby.
Those generally kill you if you eat them, right?
But you get an anime made after you.
Okay.
You're the protagonist.
Are we guaranteed survival? That's a quick question.
That's a yes.
Okay, let's say, okay, all right.
I'm pretty sure I'm 1 in a million that's gonna survive.
If it's at Arby's, right? And I'm like, hey, can I get this sandwich? And it shows up and there's a finger in it. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, that's the Arby's experience, and I'm gonna go for it.
You're never going to do an Arby's commercial now.
If Geto and Gojo were at the KFC and they ordered chicken fingers and there was a Sukuna finger in there, they'd split it.
Yeah, well, I think I'd do it. I'd do it for TikTok.
Yeah, Lady in the Tramp.
I'd do it for TikTok. Yeah.
I'd eat that thing like a champ. That's it. Yeah.
I would put condiments on it though. Like you can't just raw dog the Sukuna finger. That's
You would do like some hot sauce or something?
yeah, do something.
Yeah.
A dipping sauce of some kind.
Yeah.
Tempura.
Ooh,
Would you
let's go. Some yuzu
would you
sauce?
lick the finger and then lick your own finger afterwards?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that's extra, right? I don't think you need your own finger.
Does Gojo look like straight into the camera after and go, that was finger licking
course.
good?
Of course, 100%.
So apparently the answer to your question is we are a lot less bothered by it
Yeah.
than you think.
I'll eat fingers.
Thank you so much.
Thank
We're all
you.
yeah. The answer is we're all
Like,
freaks.
out of all the deaths in the Shibuya incident, which one do you think was the worst?
Listen, Nanami is my favorite character. Okay, so I'm biased. I'm very biased. They dropped that episode on Thanksgiving. What was I supposed to be thankful for that day? Okay? It was devastating. I was literally, okay, you guys, when they previewed that episode and they were like super sadistic and showed him in Malaysia and stuff.
And Yako!
Nobara Kugisaki. Welcome.
She's here!
We can grab another chair.
So yeah, I was
And
literally
you're
on
back.
Twitter begging for the show to stop. Like, I was like, he's in Malaysia, stop. We don't need any more JJK. Stop the show. I never recovered.
I also play Nanako with the cell phone that gets her face blown off. So.
Oh, yeah.
On the head by Toji.
Yeah.
That was Rico.
Well, now my answer is only Nanami.
I have a soft spot for Jogo versus Sukuna. It's just, it's not his fault. I think he should stand proud. He was strong. I love that guy.
I think the coolest death in Shibuya was Hanami's death. The way Gojo killed Hanami was so cool.
My wife is upset at me over that scene.
She is.
Yeah.
Mine was rabbit number 267. The one that tried to roundhouse my dad. That one hit hard.
When Toji shot Rico in the head, that was bad.
That kind of sucked.
Let's go home. Maybe not.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everyone, if you were to have your own original curse power, what would it be?
Ultimate healing technique.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, wait, okay, I do have an answer for this. All right.
You never know when you're going to die in this show. It's like...
So, my curse technique is every time I have a dirty kitchen, it stops being dirty instantly.
Oh, that's an
I don't have to do
incredible
dishes.
one.
Yeah.
I love that.
What was that?
Xander wants a kitchen cleaning technique. You know? I make dumplings, like Chinese dumplings a lot, but it takes forever, right? It takes a really, really long time. So I feel like if you're in a fight and you need to get away, your curse technique should be to curse someone to make dumplings right there on the spot, right? So it gives you plenty of time to leave. You can come back, you can get some dumplings. I feel like it's like a win-win, right?
And I'm over here
Nice.
like, and I'm not cleaning your kitchen.
What about your curse technique? Let's go. Okay, you can't just shrug it off.
I don't know.
You can say infinite McDonald's. It can be anything.
What's yours?
Infinite McDonald's.
Okay, infinite tamales.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Do we have any non-food-based ones?
Well, I was going to say
We
infinite
just like to
dumplings, so...
You can see we all signed through lunch is what happened.
Starving.
We do be loving food.
I give up.
I would
Wow.
like domain expansion give you mild gastrointestinal distress.
How mild,
Not
though?
enough to where like it's gonna ruin your day, but it's just gonna make you uncomfortable.
Ooh.
That would be, I would like an inconvenience-based domain expansion. Just if you look at me sideways, I was like, oh, maybe.
Okay.
Weaponized IBS.
I would like
Malevolent tum-tum.
I would like to have a curse technique which puts someone through the entire Hot Ones interview process, you know?
Oh, that's good. That's pretty good.
Get to the bomb.
I like Skittles.
Domain expansion, Skittles.
Let's go.
What is your favorite, like, blooper moment from recording? Like a recording fail that, like, just made you laugh?
Every time I get a new Shikigami, it's incorrectly translated. So it's always fun whenever a new one appears.
I was gonna say the same thing. Remember when they named it Megami, the little curse spirit that?
Oh yeah,
yes.
This is my cursed spirit, Megumi, my
Yeah,
son.
which also I voice, by the way.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
You voiced the little dude.
Yes, I know,
The
right?
tiny Megs.
He's my biggest waifu.
Yeah, like when I'm fighting Pops.
What
and
is his name then?
The little worm.
It's definitely not Megumi.
I thought it was Megumi, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, no, we messed up."
You know what mistake they should have kept though? Malevolent Kitchen.
Yeah.
That went so hard, you guys. I enjoy that so much better than Malevolent Shrine. It's
They
so
did.
good.
They
Well, it
let
hasn't
me
been
say
animated
fried
yet.
chicken shop
It's true.
based on your note, KG.
Oh, which one?
I got to say fried chicken shop. It made the cut too.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's not blooper. That's intentional.
That's,
it's
yeah,
magic.
it's not a blooper, but it's
magic.
a pop culture reference.
I'll say one thing I always enjoy that I think is funny that happens in our back-to-back recording sessions is there's usually a notepad. So like if the director makes a note and you need to like write something down or whatever, a line change or something. But none of us ever do that or use the notepad for that. So there's usually like some note that's left for whoever came before you, and those notes get left like weeks and weeks at a time.
Drawings.
Yeah, so there's like drawings of like butts and like
Yeah.
it's just like
Things out of context.
Just butts.
If
Yeah.
one person
Only
starts it,
butts.
then everyone else has to continue it. So if it's a butt, then it's a butt.
They'll
All
be like,
month long.
"Hey, Ann," and then Ann will be like, "Oh, what's up, Xander?" And then they're just like funny.
I'll usually draw a cat.
A cat.
This is a very derriere-heavy show, so it's a lot of butts. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Malevolent.
Know what your favorite and/or most difficult voice line to record
There's a couple answers to this. For me personally, the Throughout Heaven and Earth line didn't fit the English flaps, right? In Japanese, that line is incredibly short. And of course, in English, it's Throughout Heaven and Earth, I alone am the honored one. It goes on for a little bit, right? So we tried to make it fit the flaps. It was impossible. We had to surgically remove the first part of the line and put it in the previous scene. All right, that was the only way to get it to fit. It was either that or we changed it to from the ground to the sky, I am that guy. We almost had that, okay? We were this close, just letting you know.
That's funny.
Oh, the things that could have been.
Yeah. That actually kind of ties in with mine. I really fought hard when we were doing We Are the Exception.
Mm-hmm.
We Are the Exception was also too short. And we tried like stretching it out, and it was like, we are the exception. Like it's that bad. But what did fit, and I fought really hard to try and get it in there, was, however, some of us are just built different.
Dude, that would have been awesome.
We could have had everything.
Yeah, for me, Like, obviously, season 2 was very traumatic for our boy Itadori.
What do you mean? It was so what? So colorful.
So you know, like when Yuji first gets his body back from Sukuna and we see him kind of on the ground screaming that he wants to die and all that stuff.
Good times.
Yeah, good times. Good times at Jujutsu High.
Jujutsu High.
Yeah, coming into that session, like, you know, it's our job as an actor to sort of like find a way to relate to these things that are like wild. Like, obviously, I've never leveled a portion of Tokyo and killed 60,000 people. But you have to think about like what Itadori's experiencing at that time, and then you sort of relate it to things that you've experienced in your life. I am a very happy person generally. I went into that session very sad. And all of that came from a very real place. But then what was hard was then after about a 10-minute session, because that's the only part of that episode Itadori's in, they were like, all right, thank you so much. We'll see you next week. And I was like, oh, right. I got to come back next week in this same kind of mindset. So that like 7-episode period of JJK where Itadori, it's just like hit after hit where it's Nobara and then Nanami and then, you know, he's writhing in the fetal position at Todo's feet, like thinking he can't go on. That was some of the hardest, just like headspace to live in for a show that, that I've ever had to do. But it was, I mean, I say that, but also know that that's like a total treat for us because especially like in any kind of animation or VO, you don't get a chance to sort of like flex acting muscles too often in that way. So it was very rewarding, but also, dang, it was freaking hard. I was crying in the club, you know?
And
like Gojo was like, you crying? And I was like, yes.
What a whimsical, wholesome show this is.
Yeah.
You know?
So Adam recorded that before I went in for that. And it's always such a gift when the other person in the scene has gotten to record before you, because you actually get to react off of it. And oh my God, my jaw was on the floor hearing that. It was so just raw. And like he said, you don't get to hear that often in anime, where it just gets that small and like broken. And it was, oh man, it helped so much on the recording for that. So absolutely props to you, man.
Thanks, bro. Thank you.
Good question. I think that's a good one to go out on. Yeah. Oh no, you had one. You had an answer.
I had an answer.
No?
No?
Yeah, go on.
For me, it was pretty cool because, you know, by the time we were recording season 2, I had been really into the manga already, so I was really looking forward to certain scenes. And one of them was in Kenjaku is down in the subway and he puts Gojo into the prison realm. And just being able to say, "Good night, Satoru Gojo. Let us meet again in the new world." I had chills, man. I was just like completely psyched. Oh, and another one that was really good, this is a Geto line though, is when he finally decides to like, you know, fully commit to his new ideology of like ridding the world of non-sorcerers. He's talking to the Star Religious group and he's got the mic, he's like, "Is this on?" And then he says, "From now on, you all obey me, I'm changing the name." And then, "Any objections?" And there's a few people clamoring. One of my favorite lines was when he kind of leans back and he goes, "Well, that just won't do." And then he brings that guy up, he kills him on stage. Spoiler. And then the blood splatters on him and he's like, "Damn monkeys." Like, to me, that was like just very cool scene.
Death in JJK? No way. No way.
Speaking of Geto, I don't have a singular line, but I will say, because I'm the ultimate Yuki defender, her entire little moment with Geto, she was not at fault. It wasn't her. It was, can we just say that? Can we just say that? But
Said
that whole
Yuki
little
did nothing
section
wrong.
getting to like really get into the philosophy of it all, that was really fun. But it was tough to like, that was my intro into the show really, so.
I'd cry and die on every show except this one, so I'm more than happy just to be cool and smoking hot and smoke my cigarettes.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
You ought to choose one scene from both seasons. What's your favorite scene?
Episode 23, Juju Stroll. Gojo Kugisake! Fushiguro's getting hit on!
Formation B! Classic.
You three are totally embarrassing me.
Classic.
Are you not entertained?
I think when we're running our missions, you know, when doing those missions.
Yeah,
with
those
Rico
were
and
really
guys,
good.
that was
Those were
pretty
really good. And Yako calling Mahito ranks very high.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Which jujitsu stroll was your favorite?
I think we just said it.
I actually kind of really like the one that we learned about Yuji making the meatballs. That was really cute, right? It's nice. That was
When
wholesome.
Fushiguro's getting hit on is my favorite also.
Yeah,
so.
dude, it's so good.
I also really like the one where Yuji's got the girl from like middle school is trying to
Oh
like
my
hook
God.
up with him. And you and I.
Wait, was that a Juju stroll?
That's
No,
an
that was
episode?
Canon. That's a canon. Yeah, that's canon event.
It feels like a stroll.
Canon event.
It was. That was like the one of the last times we saw people happy. And
Yeah.
yeah.
I like when you're like, it's like that. I'm like, oh, it's like that.
Thank you.
What your favorite arcs to record were?
I really like the hidden inventory. It was really, really good. Probably mine. Yeah, hidden inventory.
My favorite arc was the baseball game.
Wholesome. Wholesome.
I think for me it was Shibuya. I mean, Shibuya's so good. Listen, Shibuya had so much hype going into it, and a lot of times when that happens, it's like, oh, it was good, you know, like, yeah, but it was overhyped or it didn't live up. It lived up to the source material. The way it was animated was amazing. I think from episode, like the last like 8 episodes, every episode I was like, this is the best episode of Jujutsu Kaisen. And the next one would come out and be like, this is the best episode of Jujutsu Kaisen. Next one, I'm like, this is the best episode of Jujutsu Kaisen.
Dude, that Choso fight was unbelievable.
Yeah, the Yuji Choso
Unbelievable.
fight, like, there's just so for me it's Shibuya. Actually, what'll be really interesting to see is so the way Shibuya Incident aired compared to Hidden Inventory allowed for this last year. Only the Hidden Inventory arc was considered for Jujutsu Kaisen Anime of the Year. So Hidden Inventory is what won JJK Anime of the Year this past year. So this year, even though JJK ended like when it did, Shibuya will be counted for this year's Anime Awards.
Right.
So there's a shot JJK, even though we're not even on, could win Anime of the Year.
Are you telling everyone to vote accordingly? Is
You
that
guys,
what's happening?
there's
Members
no
of the Anime Academy.
You guys.
Yeah, there's no. I mean, listen, there's not
where
a
to vote.
better season 2 of an anime.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What is your favorite cursed technique that is not your own?
I'm not gonna lie. I like the cell phone curse technique. The one that like you take a picture and then like I don't even know how it works. It's like you take a picture and then they get messed up, right? Or like something like that. I just feel like what a perfect 2024 curse technique. It's like hey, smile, you know? It's great.
I want pets. I would like Megumis.
Yeah.
Little bunnies.
Toji's.
Toji's curse technique. It's called muscles and swords and gun.
Actually, that sounds pretty good.
Right, domain expansion, gun.
I gotta go with Boogie Woogie.
Boogie Woogie, so good, so good.
What would you say is like your favorite character from Kenjaku's crew in the Shibuya?
I love Jogo. I love Jogo so much. He got so screwed in the show, man. Like he's like this like super strong curse spirit, then he has to deal with like Gojo and Sukuna, like these jerks, you know? Like I feel bad for him. He's got a cool pipe. I don't know. Like I dig him.
Choso.
You're biased.
Yes.
Yeah, Choso.
Isn't Miguel part of that crew?
Chelsea.
Miguel.
Yeah, Chelsea.
It's also kind of cheating because he's not really a bad guy.
Which of these bad guys do you
He's not
like? And
really
this
a
one
bad
hot
guy.
good guy.
Oh wait, are we talking about the human sorcerers? I'm so sorry. Jogo is not a human. Never mind.
Wait, of the
No, it
human
could be
sorcerers?
anyone, right?
Okay, anybody on the team, right? The bad
Gato's
guys.
like, or
Gato's
Kenjaku's
crew.
like villain crew. The big ones.
I like Dagon because first you're like, oh, he's just like a little guy. And then it turns out he's like this big, hulking, like eldritch horror from the sea. And you're like, oh,
Now you all know Anne's
Volcano Head. Jogo.
Jogo, yeah. Jogo's
Jogo,
the best.
yeah.
it's- I felt so bad for Dagon though. He was like, we all have names? And like, no one cared. It was terrible. Like,
He just wants to swim in the ocean.
I don't like any of them. They're the bad guys.
Yeah.
I only like the good guys.
thank you.
Who's your least favorite character?
Mei Mei.
Mahito.
Yes!
Mahito.
Mahito. Yeah.
Megumi.
Yeah.
No, Mei Mei.
Mei Mei.
Mei Mei.
Yeah, Mahito.
I like
sucks.
Mei Mei.
Mahito close second.
Yeah, Mahito.
But
sucks.
in like that Game of Thrones Joffrey way where it's like he's such a good villain, you know what I mean? And I respect that so much, but I hate him so much, you know, like
You know who I don't quite hate, but just kind of bothers me? It's your third brother, the poison brother, at the end of season 1. The
Chippendale
He's
guy?
beautiful.
the one that looks like an egg?
Yeah.
No, the Chippendale one.
Oh, the Chippendale one.
there's two-
Got it.
No. He just kind of bothers me, and I
He's
don't know
beautiful.
why.
But do you hate him?
What?
But do you hate him?
No.
Xander, did you like playing Todo or Inumaki better?
I don't really have a preference between the two. They're both very different, and yeah, I don't know. Like you get a different satisfaction out of playing each character you do, and I mean, like any day I get to go to work is a good day. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, no, I love them both very dearly.
It's gotta be Todo.
What you got?
We can
I
make
will
it
say
through
this:
all the questions
Todo
if we try.
certainly is more verbose, so there's a lot more of it.
This question is just for Adam. So one of your lines from JJK got featured in Megan Thee Stallion's Otaku Hot Girl. How was that experience like for you?
You guys, I'm a rap god. I mean, trending on the Billboard Top 50 hip hop songs of all time. I've reached my peak. I don't know where to go from here. You know, like, I mean, what? After Megan Thee Stallion, what's next? You know, like we've already surpassed a Nicki Minaj song. You know, like I don't know. It's like if Biggie could come back, that would be the only thing I feel like.
I was curious about that. Did you have any idea? Like,
So-
how did that work?
Okay, so I technically, this is sort of like a kind of a boring answer. I'm not allowed to talk about it.
Oh, all right.
I'm not allowed to talk about it. I can say that it was amazing, and I think that it's really cool, and I do think that it's really cool. But I'm not allowed to talk about kind of how it came to be. But it's from a video that I recorded in 2021. After I was just kind of paying attention to the fandom, and I was like, you know what? I mean, tall girl with a nice, you know, big PG-13. Like it's not that Jennifer Lawrence isn't beautiful, and I understand, you know, we want to be faithful to this manga translation and all this stuff. But however, I was like, you know, Megan Thee Stallion is kind of tall and definitely fits other categories. I was like, let me redub this line real quick. And then that video went crazy on TikTok. And so I made a second video, which is where the audio came from, which is, I like a tall woman with a nice big ass, like Grammy winner Megan Thee Stallion.
That's so cool.
Dude, I can't wait till Taylor Swift comes out with a Megumi song. It's gonna be amazing. Incredible. Incredible.
so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Do you
it.
guys enjoy voicing for JJK or Bungo Stray Dogs more, and why?
And then to go off of her question, I'm wondering, how do you guys feel about being enemies in two different universes?
I know they're starting to pit us together like a bunch of these shows, man.
It's super fun. It's really cool working with KG.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been working together for a really long time. We both kind of came up in this industry together. So it's really cool to, especially with things like Bungo, where these rivalries come out of nowhere. Like Fyodor wasn't. I mean, I guess at the beginning a little bit, but the way the manga is going, like we're gonna be fighting for a long time.
Yeah,
Same
dude.
with JJK. It's gonna be
Really-
awesome.
Really excited about it. Like every time I'm in a show with Ray, I know, you know, I'm gonna get taken care of because he's an outstanding performer, and we enjoy the source material enough where I feel like we can have a lot of fun. Like we made that one video for Bungo.
Oh yeah.
There was an episode in Bungo Stray Dogs season 5 that we were both a little sad about because they axed out a part of this manga panel that we really enjoy, where Fyodor and Dazai make up their own personal language, right? And we were looking forward to that for a while. And when it didn't happen, we were like, screw it, let's just do it.
KG's the kind of guy that just calls you up, meme time, we'll do it live. Send over the takes and it's done. It's up on Twitter in an hour.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it was so much fun. Like it was speaking like, you know, like we had like, you know, Chinese in there. You were speaking like Russian. Like
Yeah.
it was so much fun. Yeah. So 10 out of 10 experience. Would recommend.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Thank you.
If you could choose anybody else on the show to play, who would you choose?
Nanami.
This was cast so well.
100%.
I want to be the panda.
Oh yeah, Panda.
Nanami.
That question makes us steal jobs from each other.
No, I'd steal Todo. He's so cool. I love that man.
You
I
could
love
make a
him.
very
Or
sexy
Sukuna.
Shoko.
But they play them so well. There's
Yeah.
can't even think that because they're just
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, it's just like a favorite.
What's really funny is like, so when the initial auditions went out for JJK, most of us who auditioned in the first round, there was only one female character. There was Nobara in the first round.
I went for her too. I didn't get it.
Yeah, KG would have been perfect. No, but all the guys auditioned for Yuji, Megami, Sukuna, and Gojo. Yeah. So what's funny is like this question always makes me think of that. Like when I keep all my old auditions, and every now and again I'll like go back and like listen, like, oh, what did I do for Gojo, you know? And hearing how absolutely incorrect, or just like how different of a show we would have if I was Gojo, you know? But like for me, my favorite character in the show that's not Itadori, because that's obviously gonna be one of my choices, is Todo. I love Todo, but there's no shot that I would ever be cast as Todo. There's just like no shot. But I love Todo, so I'll say Todo.
If it makes you feel better, I kept my audition for Yuji as well. Boy, howdy. It was...
That good.
Hi guys, I'm Yuji Itadori. I'm in high school.
It's so awesome.
If you were to choose a style of any of the characters in JJK, who would you be?
Toji looks so comfortable. His pants are so baggy. I really like that.
I'm gonna choose the style from the Lost in Paradise ending.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah.
Color.
Good answer.
Beachwear when we were on the beach.
Oh, the beachwear. Yeah.
So if your character were to listen to a song on repeat, what song would your character listen to on repeat?
You are my special.
Otaku Hot
Only the
Girl.
good die young, maybe.
Oh, I'm a Barbie girl.
All by myself.
These boots are made for walking.
That's a good one. Bad Girls, MIA.
Hey!
Whatever Takada's new release is.
She would listen to It's Hammer Time on repeat.
True.
What is your spirit animal?
Gudetama.
Okay. Same.
What's my spirit animal?
Spirit animal? Yeah.
Our character spirit animal or ours?
You can choose.
I'd say a whale.
I think both Sukuna and Choso's spirit animal is Yuji Itadori.
Sukuna hates a spirit animal.
Oh my god.
I think Itadori's spirit animal, probably mine too, is a golden retriever. Yeah, it's got it.
You remember Kenjaku's
And
spirit
Togepi.
animal? Remember what I said?
Yeah, I do. Lobster. That's right. That's perfect.
I think, my spirit animal is a koala.
Aww.
Megumi's spirit animal is Maharaga.
He calls for it enough. That's
I
true.
think
Yeah.
Shoko's and mine is a fox.
Oh,
that's
I
cool.
see that. I see that.
I was gonna say a koala too, but now I can't.
No, double koala.
Couple
We
of
can never have enough
koalas.
koalas.
We'll share one.
You can never get.
Two different, and they could be two different koalas.
We believe in equality.
Oh my God. Oh,
Enough koalas to
jeez.
go around.
Thank you very much, everyone.
On behalf of everyone in the audience,
I thought I heard something go "Whoa," right after.
I think Inumaki's spirit animal would be a tuna.
yeah.
Yeah. Or salmon.
Not salmon roe.
No, not a salmon roe. That would be, no. He identifies very much with the tuna. The majestic tuna.
If you could choose a theme song for your character, what would it be?
I'm just Ken. I don't know.
I'm just Ken.
I'm just Ken. Yeah.
Todo thinks Sir Mix-a-Lot is an artist.
What was that?
Sir Mix-a-Lot. I like big butts and I cannot lie. It's you have to, right?
Hello, darkness, my old friend. What? It has to be.
That sounds like Geto.
What's the Feel the Rain on Your Skin song by Natasha Bedingfield?
Oh, yeah.
That would be Itadori's. And unwritten, yeah, it would be unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield, and he'd be skipping around that entire time. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Like the theme song to The Hills?
Yes.
Yes.
I feel like Gojo's would be Dare to Be Stupid by Weird Al, right?
That'd be a good one. That'd be a good one. Yeah. Obviously, Daddy's Home is an option. It's an option. It's an option. We almost had it at the Super Bowl, you guys. We were this close. Someone dropped the ball there.
We're probably not all going to answer every question.
How do you stay in character when delivering a very emotional line?
The director will get really mad at us if we don't.
We just commit 100% as actors to the character while we're there. That's how we stay in. We're just committed the entire time.
I've been living as Todo for the past 3 years.
Yeah. Xander method acts really hard.
Yeah.
You should see him traveling around without a shirt. It's incredible.
He tries to fight me in my backyard every day.
And you still won't. It's been 3 years, but one day we'll throw down.
I will never tell you what my type is.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
All of you as your characters, if you guys just like I don't know, got hit by a curse and just swapped bodies, just magically, like, I don't know, Shoko's now Gojo, I guess. Well, how would that be?
If we all got Freaky Friday'd?
We got Freaky Friday.
And what's the question? Who would we want to be? Or
Like, how would that whole scenario go down? Who would, like, you get to pick who you want to be, but how would that scenario go?
I pick Megami.
I think if
How dare you?
I think if Shoko and Gojo swap bodies, it would be super chill, actually. Like, I feel like they're good enough friends. Gojo obviously doesn't mind wearing a dress, as we've seen from that one Juju stroll. I think it'd
We
be
just
nice.
see like Gojo smoking.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool.
I think Megami would just want to be his frog, Shikigami, so he could just sit in a pond and just go blip all day.
I still would want to be the panda.
I think we'd all be lining up to
Yeah, we just want to be the panda.
Yeah, I think Todo would swap bodies with Megan the Stallion. Just so him and Yuji could hang out.
It's a great career. It's a
Megan
great
the
career to
Stallion's my
swap.
favorite
Right.
JJK character.
No, I have one question for the audience that I'm going to videotape the answer, and that is, did you guys have fun on this panel? All right, I believe you.
Did it! Thank you guys for watching JJK.
Thank you guys. We